Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Force here, and today we will be taking a look at I Am Alive. This is a survival game that focuses on three key aspects of gameplay: traversal, scavenging, and dealing with enemies or unpredictable people in a post-apocalyptic world. Here in this video, I will be taking some time to show you some gameplay as well as give you my general thoughts and impressions on the game. But before we jump into discussion of the good and the bad of the game's features and the gameplay itself, I actually want to take a moment to talk about the game's development. It's got a pretty interesting story, you know. This game was initially being developed by Darkworks SA. These are the same guys that worked on Alone in the Dark, The New Nightmare, and Cold Fear. Partway through the game's development, however, Ubisoft, the publisher of the game, decided that they weren't happy with the way the game was progressing, and they then took over development in an in-house studio at Ubisoft Shanghai Studios. Now, whether or not that was the best move, well, it's kind of tough to say, because while this game has a lot of great promises, while it promised a lot of good things, and it has a lot of good ideas behind it, it kind of really falls a little bit short. The game was first released as a downloadable on PSN and Xbox Live. It's now available on PC, and when the game first came out on those two consoles, it got met with a lot of backlash. A lot of people had a lot of complaints about it. And now that I've spent some time with the PC version, I can see and concur with a lot of those issues, but we're going to take it from our perspective here, and from watching the video, I want you guys to come to your own conclusion. So let's talk about the gameplay and the game's features, shall we?
I'm gonna have to go down in the dust to reach that place.
Alright, so up top you're going to notice two things. There is a white bar on the left and a red bar on the right. The red bar, as expected, is a health bar. That shows how much health you have left. And you can get injured from, you know, falling. You can get injured from encountering enemies if you get stabbed or shot, which actually, believe it or not, isn't always an instant death as much as you would assume it would be. But yes, all these things will lower your HP. And now the stamina, that gets lowered. You're going to notice it lowering as I do this climbing. Now, there's a few things that are going to deplete your stamina. One of the first things they're going to deplete your stamina
climb out of the fog whenever I can.
Is what's known as being in the fog, or the dust. This is dust kicked up from an earthquake in, again, what is a post-apocalyptic world. So just being in the lower-lying areas of the city where the dust has accumulated, that is going to deplete your stamina. Also running like this is going to deplete your stamina. You can also sprint as well by tapping the mouse. So it's actually by holding down the left mouse button. Oh my god, the camera is not going right. There we go. This is one of the major problems with this game. Randomly it will just get hung up and the camera will get stuck at positions. Now right now I am free flowing this camera back and forth like this. Let's see if we can try to replicate though with that same motion, the camera getting stuck here. So I'm going to go ahead and run like this, and then I'm going to do the same camera motion. Oh, okay, it didn't get stuck that time. Whatever. So yes, running will deplete your stamina, climbing will deplete your stamina, and being within that dust will slowly deplete your stamina as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and do some more traversal, one of the major features here of this game. Get an updated map, so I'm going to take a look. Every time you update a map, it's basically worthwhile to take a look. It shows you where you should be basically moving to next. Okay, so over here, and anything? Am I not at the right area?
I should be able to climb that.
Alright, so that's going to show me the next place
the construction site from here
that I can go to, and we're going to need to get right up there, and that's going to allow us to climb up on top of the building. So let me give you the premise too before we talk a little bit more about some gameplay. So here's what's going on in this story. The name of the main character here that I'm playing as, okay, this is not working. The name of the main character I'm playing as is Adam Collins. Now he is looking for his family. There's been a horrible earthquake, and he is in search of his family. The first thing you do in this game is actually go to your home apartment and find that they're not there, and they left a note saying where they were going, that they were going with an evacuation team. And then since then I've found a little girl that I'm trying to help, and her dad's on the way to do something, but I'm looking for medicine for her, basically, is what's occurring right now. Now that all takes place within the first 1.5 to 2 hours of gameplay, which is how much time I've sunk into the game so far. Alright, now I'm not running right now because I don't want to deplete my stamina any more than it is already going down, and we're going to try to climb up this. Camera's still getting stuck every now and then. We're going to make our way slowly up. Now you can jump as well in situations like this, but that takes heavy chunks out of your stamina. Now what's going to happen here is if my stamina bar depletes all the way, there's a little bit of an extra kick. Something else you'll notice here is the music intensifies as your stamina lowers. That's another interesting thing here. Alright, looks like we made it to the next key point, and I'm gonna load up the next part. Alright, so here we go. Now we must get the medicine from the crate. That is our next objective, and I'm guessing we just have to... Are we just climbing this bad boy right here? Yeah, it looks like we are. Alright, let's go ahead and go up. It's going to deplete some stamina. And we're going to walk ourselves across over here. So the traversal in this game is very much Uncharted style. If you've ever played Uncharted, the reason I'm mentioning that is that it's very linear and it's really not very dangerous. In fact, can I get back up here? They're going to let me. For example, you can't fall off ledges. Like if I try to just like jump here, it's not gonna work. Now I can hang myself over and drop myself down, but also if I'm at a height that is too dangerous to drop from, it just won't let you do it. So let me go up here, and let me try to do the drop right here. Okay, so it's just actually gonna draw me down to that lower level, so that was a bad example, I suppose. But if say if you're dangling from a ledge and there's nothing below you to grasp onto, if you try to drop in that situation, it'll just tell you you're too high to drop. There's inherently no danger with the exception of the stamina bar, and that's actually, you know, becomes a time crunch issue. You have to make sure that you are getting from point A to B before you run out of stamina, and that's it. But actually just, that's the only way you're gonna fall. That's the only danger that is ever coming from traversal. You can't just accidentally fall off a cliff, which is unfortunate to me. I really feel like that's something they should have done. I think that traversal without the danger of falling kind of makes it lose its interest. It kind of makes it, I don't know, it just makes it not interesting. It makes it so it's not as fun, in my opinion. If there's no real danger, then where's the excitement, you know? And that works for life too. Loot, you loot, we shoot. Wonder if we're gonna get some people over here this time. Could very well be the case. So we're not gonna be able to go over there. I'm trying to find the next place we gotta go here. Am I just being ultra silly or something? Can I go through here? No? Can't go through that. Okay. Well, I guess there's nowhere to go from here. I think I was supposed to actually go in that other area. I don't think I was supposed to come down this pole. So let's go back up. Let me see if I can replicate what I was talking about earlier. Okay, so I'm gonna try to drop right here.
I don't think I can make that drop.
Yeah, so you see, I'm clicking the button that would cause me to drop normally, but it's telling me that I can't. Now I can drop right on this edge. I wonder if this is something that's actually worthwhile. Another thing too is like I can't just climb on these bricks. If it's not something that you're really intended to do, it's not gonna let you do it. That you're only really allowed to go in these kind of specific, very specific areas. Can I jump up this thing? I should. Yeah, I can't do anything over here. So that was again a complete waste. So we're gonna have to drop back down here, and we do take a little bit of fall damage there because I did not drop down safely. The safer thing to do, which would have been to lower myself to the edge and then drop down. So I guess that's an example of where you can take damage, but I've not been able to just jump off a ledge like this right here. I can't just walk off of it. All right, so I'm thinking maybe I have to do this and try to jump to the right. Or is it just gonna let me hold on? Okay, that works too. Well, there we go. All of that meandering for absolutely nothing. It's gonna let me do this here. And we do have a, so here's the next thing, scavenging. So let me talk about that. So I just picked up a water bottle. Let me show you. I'm gonna hit C. That brings up your backpack. So this is what I currently have in my backpack. These are things that I've acquired. My current weapons available. I've got a machete as well as a gun with no ammo. Ammo very scarce in this game. I also have this little, I forget the exact word for it, but you stick like a spike in the wall when you're climbing, and it provides a resting point so that you can recover stamina. There's a specific name for it, but I can't think of it offhand. Now these are the items I found, and what you're going to notice here is when I click on these, it shows you what it will return and how much of it, based on a plus system. So if I want to recover some stamina, then I'd have this inhaler. If I want to recover a bunch of health, I can use the first aid kit. Painkiller is going to give me a little bit of health as well. We got some stamina recovery here and some fruit cocktail and a soda can, which also gives me more stamina. Why does a soda can give you more stamina? Nobody knows. Alright, so I'm not going to bother doing the health thing. I may just pop a painkiller though. I'll get a couple of those. Feeling all max pain today. Alright, let's back that up. Feeling very max pain today, and let's go ahead and move up here. So at this particular point in the game, really all we've been looking at is the game's traversal. Can I just go up there, or no? Can I jump? Can I jump up to that? Nope. Alright, well it's gonna force me down, I guess. No! Ugh. Alright, let's go up here. Then let's take a look here. I wonder, it's gonna force me to go this way. One thing I really do like though is the intensity in music that picks up once the stamina bar drops. And you know, when we first started this video, I mentioned the camera and how it's a major issue. It is consistently getting hung up in various parts. Come on, I'm trying to go. Oh, I just gotta roll. I just gotta roll. Okay. Well, we'll do that then. Where's the next key part anyways? I wish I could just jump over there, right? Like I can't jump to the left. It's not gonna let me do that at all. That's what I get for not reading that tooltip that popped up, which I guaranteed told me about the roll. So I really like that, but even while climbing, the camera becomes an issue. And the other thing too is that combat, which we have yet to take a look at, admittedly. Combat also tremendously suffers from the camera and just kind of sloppy interaction with the enemies. And you know, that will be a part coming up. Rest assured, that will be a part coming up. Alright, so I'm gonna try to go over here and go up here. We'll go to the next part. And hopefully we get to take a look at combat sometime soon so I can actually show you that.
What can we do?
He's not gonna make it anyway.
You wanna just leave him here?
I'm telling you, there's nothing we can do. It's been 2 days already. Did you smell his arm? It's rotting.
Shit. It was his arm making that smell? Okay, you're right.
Hey! Guy! Yeah, you!
Alright,
Everything you see belongs to us.
so we're not going to
Now that
display
I
our
can see
weapon.
You guys make a fella feel at home.
And then when
You're
he
gonna
comes
wish
up,
you'd never-
machete.
That's the last thing you do!
This gives us
I'm
that.
gonna kick your ass!
Don't.
Eat that!
That gives us the gun, which lets us shoot him. And then we can walk
Okay.
up to him.
Whatever you want, buddy.
We can tell him to back up
Step back.
with
Stepping
space
back.
bar. We can continue to tell him to
shoot.
back up.
Step back!
I'll do whatever you say. Oh, shit. I'm blocked.
Then kick him over the edge. So that was a quick example of combat, and it was actually perfect timing. Gonna pick up a bullet as well. So in a situation like that, when you've got multiple opponents, while I'm talking to you guys, let's get some health back here. I'm gonna save the first aid kit. So when you're dealing with multiple enemies, you sort of have to assess, first of all, how you're gonna dispatch them. Now, you literally, at any given point so far, I've only had one bullet at a time. There's never been a situation where I've had more than one bullet. Now, I started that fight with no bullets. There were 3 enemies. The first guy coming at me had a gun. Had I displayed my weapon, by holding down right mouse button like this, then that would have been an issue. But I let them walk up to me pretending, hey, I'm unarmed, I can't do anything. And then the guy with the gun, I was able to take out quickly with the machete, which allowed me to pick up a bullet, which lets me shoot the other guy with the gun, albeit I did it a little late and actually got shot as a result. And then, after seeing 2 of his friends dead, the other guy's like freaking out, and you gotta force him to back up. So, you know, you look at that situation, you're like, oh, that sounds really cool and complex. But that's literally been every multi-opponent encounter that I've had. Every single one. When there's been more than one enemy, that's how it's gone down. And it hasn't varied since. So, kind of, you know, it sounds like, oh, it could be really diverse and intense, but once you understand the mechanics, it becomes very basic. Alright. A lot of interacting environment stuff like this, forcing you to click fast, basically. And let's take a look around here. Let me drop down real quick. See if this is where I'm supposed to be. Oh, you know, there's a rope. I wonder if I can pick that up. I don't think so, though, because usually anything you can pick up is highlighted. So... let me take a quick look at the map here. So nothing's being displayed at the moment. Can I just climb this? Is it gonna be that basic? Yeah, it is. There we go. So I could just climb that. Pretty simple. Pretty simple indeed. Camera's stuck. Camera is stuck. Oh boy. Oh. Just like it, and the most annoying part is it's not like it's getting stuck on things in the environment. Like, it's not like I was too close. See, if I'm too close to something, it'll just zoom in and wrap around. But I was literally, when I was saying my camera was stuck, I was moving my mouse like this. I was just going back and forth at that pretty much exact arc, but it wasn't doing anything. It was just sticking like that. And it just can be awful. And the worst is it's doing it again. I can't, my mouse is moving, but nothing's happening. There we go. Oh, it is so frustrating to deal with. It really is. I don't know why the camera work is so bad.
Well, hello there.
Okay.
Guys, we got company.
All right, so we got 4 guys here. We're not going to show our weapon. We're going to take out this guy first and then shoot the guy with the gun. There we go.
Hey there.
There we go. Let's kill this guy. Oh, he's dead. All right. Is that guy dead too? Camera's stuck. I can't move it. There we go. All right. So 4 guys that time. Good. Looters will be shot. Were those guys looters? I guess so, because I shot them. All right. So let's go ahead and move on. That was a little spooky there for a moment. 4 guys. But as you can see, if you prioritize taking out the guys with the gun first, and especially since the game force walks a guy with a gun to you to begin, I mean, I'm sure there will probably be future encounters where that won't be the case, but so far that's basically how it's happened every time for me. First guy to approach me always has a gun, gives me a bullet, allows me to take out subsequent guys. I also started that fight with an extra bullet as well, so... Although I'm sure that was by design, because I'm not quite sure how that would have gone had I not had that bullet. You know? Now we're gonna make our way on up here now. I like to try to sneak if at all possible. Although I haven't found it very useful, because even when I'm sneaking, when I come around a corner, everyone will spot me immediately anyways, so it's kind of like, okay, what was the point of sneaking then if they were just gonna see me regardless? And here we go, the next part. Another bullet as well. It means we can expect some more baddies. Interacting with the environment, using up some of my stamina, lifting up doors.
Rush him now!
Alright, there are tough guys and weaker ones. Kill the tougher ones first, and the weak ones will surrender. How am I supposed to determine what's what, though?
Show yourself! I see you now.
Game over, man.
Hey, no more messing around. I'm at your mercy.
Wait, no. Okay, let's talk this over. I'm at your mercy.
Put your weapons down. Knock him out? Okay. So that worked. Camera's not turning again. It is not turn. I'm not trying to be annoying and repetitive either. That it's just I'm literally dealing with camera getting stuck time and time again. I'm just relaying that information to you. I'm letting you know that normally it moves around fine. I do this, everything's great, but every once in a while it gets stuck, and I'll be doing this same motion, and the thing will barely freaking move, and it is frustrating. And it's not by design, because I played games that lock your camera at certain points for a reason. This is just bad work. That's all it is. And back there, an example of me walking into an area where it's impossible for me to sneak up on them. The second I get there, they're there. They're ready to kill me. You know? It's kind of annoying.
Crate's pretty high up.
Alright, so still got a little ways to go before I get to that crate. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's over here. Find 2 jerry cans to activate the elevator. You got it. I can do that. Camera, stop. I wish this wasn't so frustrating. Nothing over here. Watch me not be able to fall off the edge. Can't do it. Would love to. Let's go ahead and climb this bad boy. The PC version of the game did get some updated graphics. I still can't say I think it looks great. First of all, what the heck? There's supposed to be cracks in the building from... That does not look good at all. I thought that was a mistake. That's what it's supposed to look like after an earthquake, really? Are those the cracks you expect me to believe will be there? And all of that happening and none of those windows are shattered? The windows? None of those windows are shattered? I don't believe it. I said, what the hell? I don't believe. Check it out, though. I was cruising down the street in my Impala. Someone knows that song. I laughed so hard when I first heard that. It was the funniest stuff ever. All right. Got a collectible here. It looks like a water bottle or something. Yep, there it is. I'll try to find 2 jerry cans. Looks like I have to climb in that vicinity. There's a collectible up there as well. Let's do this here. Go across. And... pick it up here. Can I just jump up? You want me to do that? I gotta go that side. Okay, I see. Right, let's go ahead and go back. We'll go right over here. Watch me not fall off the edge. Trying to. Can't do it. I just don't. I don't know. I'm just not. Again, without the danger, takes away a lot of the excitement. You know what I mean? Get up here for a second. Get my stamina back up. And then we'll drop back down. Can I jump across here? Is that going to be my game plan? No? Can I walk across it? I can jump across that. Just this way. Alright. Can't believe I'm holding on to that rhubarb. That's what it's called, right? Every time I say that, I want to say rhubarb. But no, that's just a delicious pie. Of the strawberry kind. Strawberry rhubarb pie? Don't tell me you never had it. It's delicious. My grandma usually makes it for me, so ask your grandma to do the same. All grandmas make strawberry rhubarb pie. That is the conclusion here. All right, let's see here. I could go over there, but why? Is there any reason to? Man, that must be on my return. That must be for my passage back home. Looks like we're gonna drop down here. And go drop down again. Alright. 1 jerry can. As well as Pitten, that's what it's called. It's a Pitten. So that's the name of the thing that lets me hold on. And I wonder if the other jerry can is around here or not. I'm guessing no, but can I go up this way as well? Yeah, I can. Alright, I'll just go this way. Tons of traversal. To be fair though, this is the most traversing I've done all game. It's really been almost non-stop. The earlier portion of the game, the first 2 hours, wasn't so much of this. There was definitely, you know, it was scattered here and there, but it wasn't the primary focus like it is at this point. So I'm gonna have to go back in that area that I thought I was gonna have to climb in the first place. So I should probably just go back, actually. I don't think that this is the way that I wanted to take it all. Oh, you know what? This was an alternative means of getting down low. I went up high and stuff instead. Although I thought I saw that collectible up there, so maybe that's what I have to do. Maybe I still have to find that second jerry can before I return. Oh, well, let's go up here for now. We try not to do too much jumping because it uses up a ton of stamina. I'm hitting up, you're supposed to go up there. Thank you. God dang it. I tell you guys. Can I jump across? Nope. Let me go around this way. All set. Now, looks like I'll be going this way. You're not gonna let me. I gotta drop down first. All right. So we're gonna go up here. I think this is how I get to the other area. Can I go behind me? No? Oh, there it is. Holy crap. Whew. Good thing I saw it. All right. Great. Beautiful. Just gotta wrap around, drop down, pick it up. And that's it. That's everything. Let's walk along this edge, drop down here. All right, great. Found what we needed. Go back up here. Wow, so much traversal. I think this is gonna bring us right to the end though, so we're gonna just finish this up here. So let me talk about the other type of encounters that you'll experience in this game. So far the only encounters that we've seen against other people have been straight up hostile. There's two other, I guess, types, I'll call them, of people that you'll come across in the game. There are the non-hostile friendlies, as they call them, and they will either request something from you, like someone in their group is hurt, or they will actually give you something. Like I've been given stuff from friendlies before as well. There's also territorial guys who, as long as you stay out of their way, they won't bug you, but if you draw your weapon or if you walk too close to them, that's when you run into issues. Look at that, we also got a little can right up top there. Let's see if we can get that. Taking the elevator to the top though. To our objective. Now how the hell do I do this here? Is this gonna be the way to go or no? Well, that is a way to go. Let me check the other side. Wow, we're still far away, huh? Jeez. Alright, so it looks like I do have to go on that other side. Fair enough. So this is the way we will go. I don't like jumping here. We're gonna open up our backpack and recover some stamina here because this is a bad situation to be in. There we go. Drink some soda while we're up here. As if that makes sense at all. That I would just be drinking soda in this situation. Alright, so I can go on top and get that collectible. Is it gonna be worth it though? Guess we'll see, huh? Come on. There we go. All of that for one can of soda? Not even orange soda at that? What a joke. What a joke. But it also does provide an alternative route here. So maybe overall, this is worth it. We got some stuff going on over there as well. Plus this, whatever this is. Alright.
Shit. The crate looks like it's been damaged.
That's a bummer. It's just locking me in place here. I'm guessing that that's a save or something. I don't know exactly what just happened, but camera's getting stuck again. Big surprise. Are you guys surprised? Oh, you're not? Oh, because I've been talking about this entire video? Oh, well, I wouldn't be doing that if it didn't keep happening, so sorry. There's nothing there I really want. We're gonna keep going. Oh, come on. No, you didn't. Oh! Guessing that's supposed to be like
That was close.
the world's most intense situation. We're gonna need some soda cans here. That's gonna be good too. Get that. And let's drink a bottle of water while we're at it. While we're just consuming all sorts of things here. Please don't make me jump any of this. Please just let me be able to walk. Oh, God. The jump just takes up so much stamina. It's an absolute killer. Alright, we're gonna just click this. We're gonna click this one through. There we go. Alright, beautiful. Let's see, where do I want to go here? Camera's stuck. Keeps happening. Yep, there we go. Beautiful. And that's where I came from, so we're going to keep going across this way. And I guess we're just going to be dropping down there. Yeah, we're going to be dropping down to grab a pipe or two. Slow yourself down here. Yep. Whoa! Nope. That is not what I wanted to happen at all.
Shit. It looks like it's been damaged.
That is not what I was interested in having happen at all. But you know what? I really think that that is probably going to do it for this video. I think it's been a fair amount of time. I think I've given you a pretty decent look at the game. Lots of traversal. We also took a look at some combat, as well as some collection, utilizing some of the items in the pack. The couple of things that you didn't get to see, unfortunately, though, are the different types of people you will encounter. But this is a lot of what this game is. It's just focused on survival in this world, balancing your climbing with your stamina bar, making sure that you're in a good position to survive these various things. And sometimes we saw just the hostile enemies. When you play this game, you can also come across enemies that are friendly. They're pretty obvious too. The hostile enemies will always just rush right up towards you. The friendly ones, they'll be sitting there, they'll be crying or talking about how, oh, why did this happen to me? Woo. And then there's also the territorial ones, which they'll be either sitting in a chair or just chilling out, and when you walk to them, they'll be like, hey, huh, what are you doing? Back up. And then you just back up and kind of walk away. So the various different enemy types are pretty obvious. There's also, besides the pistol that I have and machete, you can also pick up it's either a crossbow or a bow and arrow, which is obviously something, as you would expect, you can continuously reuse that ammo as long as you're able to re-pick it up and you don't lose it or whatever. But yeah, this has been a look at I Am Alive, developed and published by Ubisoft, currently available for the PC via Steam for $14.99. It's a pretty cheap title. It's relatively inexpensive. Visually, the graphics of this game really aren't that great. I guess they look okay, and the PC version did get an update. The camera keeps getting stuck, man. I tell ya, it's so frustrating. Very frustrating when it happens in combat. It can be equally frustrating while climbing. You actually saw a few instances of it. Sometimes when I'm going from a left to right movement to try to move into an up and down by grabbing on a vertical beam or pipe or pole, in those situations, sometimes you won't grab and you'll keep bouncing back and forth when you hit up or W when you're trying to climb up it, and it'll just keep moving left and right, using up your stamina, and it is infuriating because a lot of these climbs require just basically as much stamina as your bar allots. And to be missing it because the controls are off, like I'm literally right under a vertical pipe and it won't do up when I hit W like it's supposed to, it keeps walking left and right instead, and then to have to use up some of your inventory items as a result of that poor control setup, or basically the poor responsiveness of the game of doing what you are asking it to. That's a very frustrating experience. The game definitely has some of its issues, but for 15 bucks, if you're looking for a post-apocalyptic survival traversal game, then maybe you're gonna want to check this out. So yeah, come to your own conclusions. I'll just let you know what I think, and then you can take it from there. Thanks so much for watching, guys. As always, if you like the content, please subscribe, and don't forget, keep watching and keep owning. I'm gonna try to. I just want to fall to my death. Can you let me do this?
I don't think I can make that drop.
No, don't tell me that. Just let me fall. If this is what I want to do, I've had enough of this world.
Too high to drop from here.
Listen, you better get tired. Oh, here we go. I know how to do it. Ha ha ha. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You don't want to give up, man. But I'm telling you, there's nothing else to live for. Just forget about it. Nope. Get back down. That's not what I want to do. I said there's not enough to live for. Your life is over. Goodbye, cruel world.
No way I can drop that.